Hey Harold Hornets, hope you are having a great summer. Hope you had a great 4th of July. I know I did. Lots of fireworks, family, friends. So today I've got a really fun story for us to read along together. I'm going to apologize now for any mispronunciations or sounding silly because it's kind of a silly book. There may be words that we don't understand in here because some of the words are in Spanish, but you can use context clues and try to figure out what those words mean. I may mispronounce them, so again, I apologize. Just laugh, giggle, and have some fun. So our story for today is Skippyjon Jones, and Skippyjon Jones likes to get in some trouble. A little mischievous, and he goes on some adventures. So let's see what he gets into today. Try to hold this to where y'all can see it really well, okay? Every morning, Skippyjon Jones woke up with the birds. Now, a cat waking up with the birds, isn't that a little weird? And this did not please his mother at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches," ordered Mama Junebug Jones. "No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Doohiggy's bird bath." She's getting him by his tail. The lecture went on and on as usual. "You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said his mother, "about just what it means to be a cat. Not a bird, not a mouse or a grouse, not a moose or a goose, nor a rat or a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. And stay out of your closet," she added, closing the bedroom door. Look at him playing with everything. But once he was alone, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, and I bounce on my head, and once or 6 times I land on my head." On his way down to earth from a gigantic big bounce, Skippyjon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed Skippyjon Jones. "What was that?" Did he see himself in the mirror, you think? So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua." Back on land, Skippyjon Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippyjon Jones began to sing in a muy, muy soft voice. "My name is Capito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow. I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes indeedo." Is he riding his mouse? Back in the kitchen, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jillyboo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. "Can Skippyjon come out of his room now?" asked Jujubee. "No," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippyjon Jones wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. Remember, she told him to think about being a cat, a Siamese cat. He's not. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road far, far away in old Mexico. Not long into his journey, a mysterioso band of Chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay, caramba! Who goes there?" asked Skippyjon Jones. "We go by the name of Los Chimichangos," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "Who are you?" "I am El Skipito, the great sword fighter," said Skippyjon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. Why the mosquito, dude? Asked Paquito Tito. I go incognito, said Skippyjo. Do you like rice and beans? Asked Pinto Lito. See, I love mice and beans, said Skippyjo. He might be the dog of our dreams, whispered Rosalita. Perhaps, said Tia Mia, if he knows the secret password. Leaning towards Don Diego, El Skippyjo half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. Achoo-beachoo! Bless you, said Don Diego. Gracias, said Skippyjo. Then it's true, decreed Don Diego. Yip, yippee, yippee-do! It's the end of Alfredo Bezito! Skippyjo is here! We have nothing to fear! Adios to the bad Bumbalito! Then all of the chimichangos went crazy loco. They're dancing. He's coming to save them, they believe. First, they had a fiesta, and that's a party. See him having a party? Then they took a siesta. So what are they doing? They're sleeping. They're taking a siesta. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great Bumbalito for Skippyjo to see. A hush grew over the chimichangos so great one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Bezito, whispered the crowd. El Blimpo, Bumblebito, Bandito. See, said Poquito Tito. The bandito steals our frijoles. Not your beans, cried Skippyjo, outraged. See, Poquito answered. Red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto, and jelly too. And now he comes for us, Paquito added. Por qué? Asked Skippyjo. Because we are full of the beans too. Then Don Diego stood tall and in his most somber voice declared, Yo quiero frijoles. Huh? Asked Skippyjo. The dude just wants his beans back, said Paquito Tito. And you are the dog for the job. Me? Asked Skippyjo. Then all of the chimichangos turned towards Skippyjo, the great sword fighter. But poor Skippyjo had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. Vamos, Skippyjo, or it is you, the bandito Willito, they cried. Skippyjo stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like the jello, and his teeth chattered like the castanets. Then a muy soft voice, he said, My name is Skippyjo Frisquito. I fear not a single bandito. But Alfredo Bezito flew straight for Skippyjo until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles! Cried Skippyjo as he thrust his sword in the air. Suddenly, pop! Went the bandito, landing on Skippyjo's sword, and quicker than one could say Chihuahua cheese and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bezito, the Bumblebeeto bandito. Look at all the beans. He popped. Then all of the doggies burst into song. Yip, yippee, yippito! Our hero is El Skippyjo. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. They're all excited. But back at home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippyjon's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. Bangito, Crashito, Papito, Skippyjo! They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room, just in time to see Skippyjon's closet exploding. Look at that mess. Then out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippyjon Jones, everyone cried. Hola, muchachitas, he said in a muy soft voice. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippyjon and covered his head with furry purry kisses. What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs? She scolded. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippyjon began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that. Say good night, Skippyjon Jones called his mom. Buenas noches, mis amigos, said Skippyjon Jones. Wasn't that a cute, fun story? If you're seeing this at night, I hope you have a great rest tonight and you wake up refreshed and ready to go about your day. If you're reading this during the day, I hope you had fun and that it was silly. And I cannot wait for our next adventure with Skippyjon Jones because I do have another story with him. So in just a couple days, we'll see what other adventure he can get into. Have a great evening. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you all soon.